Hello, my name is Linda. You are watching Earth Management TV. Have you ever heard of a B Corp company? I see more and more stores using this as their advertisement. We are a B Corp company, and sometimes they even put stickers on their stores or labels in their online shop that look like this. So it inspired me to ask the question, what the heck is a B Corp company? So I break down in this video what exactly that means and why that's significant for our world today. In a nutshell, a B Corp company is a for-profit company that goes through an assessment process by B Lab that measures that company's environmental and societal impact. There are three main points that make a company a B Corp, and they are: number one, committing to balancing profit-making objectives with creating a positive impact in society and the environment. Number two, practicing transparency by offering detailed reports about their societal and environmental performance. And number three, my personal favorite one, B Corp companies are held accountable for their commitments and claims that they make about the society and the environment. And not only that, they're held legally accountable for their actions. The reason why more companies are going B Corp is because not only are these companies actively practicing ways to make the world a better place, but two, because it attracts consumers who are aware of that, who are consciously looking for companies, ways to support with their hard-earned dollar, companies that progress the world rather than depleting its resources and taking more things away and destroying our planet. So just as a note, I want to mention that just because a company went B Corp, it does not mean that their practices are perfect and save the world every single day. Going B Corp is just a publicized announcement, an active commitment by a company that says, hey, we may not be perfect, but we are trying, we are aware, and we have this active intention of balancing for-profit initiatives with helping our society and the environment. And I think even just that step of a company just saying that's their intention, that's what they're looking for, that's what they're actively trying to do. And I think somebody just coming out and saying that is very significant, because if somebody says this is my intention and this is what I'm trying to do, even though I'm not perfect, at least they're on their way and going in that direction, versus somebody who doesn't even have that intention, doesn't even care about those commitments, and they're going a totally opposite direction with their business. So here are some examples of brands that have gone B Corp and what they're doing for our society. The first one is probably the most popular one, and that's Patagonia. Patagonia has made significant improvements to their business to really help the environment specifically. For example, they use recycled materials in their products, they practice fair labor practices, and they also donate to environmental causes. They've actively marketed donating a percentage of their sales to environmental organizations. And not only that, I think this one is my favorite, Patagonia encourages people, rather than buying new clothes every season again and again, they encourage people to recycle their clothing, to repair their clothing, to hand down their clothing, to reduce waste in the environment. Now, for a clothing business to say that, to stop buying new clothes and to reuse your old clothes and patch up the tears and hand them down for generations and keep them, that is very, very bold and very, very different. Another really famous B Corp is Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream company. So Ben & Jerry's, they've publicly declared that they're committed to using fair trade ingredients, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and they very actively support environmental and social justice causes. They also pride themselves in offering fair wages and a great working environment for their employees. And the last one that I want to talk about, but by no means is it just three companies that are B Corp, these are just examples. The last one that I'm going to give is Etsy. As you know, Etsy is an online shop where small businesses and artists can sell their goods. So how Etsy practices being a B Corp is that they support sustainable manufacturing processes from all the goods that they sell. And also, since they ship all around the world, their small goods, they try to offset carbon emissions in their shipping. So like I said, this is just a small list of examples of companies who are going above just compliance, above just basic regulations, and going beyond to actively think about how can our business still do business, but practice in ways that are good for the employees, good for the investor, good for the consumer, and ultimately good for our society and our planet. So if this is something that's very important to you, please look up and consider supporting B Corp businesses. Because with every purchase, every dollar that you spend on a business, you are actively saying, I support this or I don't support this. I like this or I don't like this. And those dollars hold a lot of power for companies to change their practices. So maybe we can't all be Superman who goes out there and fights bad guys and saves everyone from doom. But every single day with our small actions, our small choices, our small intentions, we can be voting for and actively practicing saving the planet in our own way. Usually companies, if you go to the mall, they will have a label that says B Corp that lets people know that this is a B Corp business, or they'll have some verbiage on the website in their About section that they're a B Corp business. But if you can't find any information like that at the store or online, you can go to this link here and find all the B Corp companies that are available in the United States and Canada. Thanks for watching. Now you know all about B Corp businesses, so you can be a conscious shopper and a conscious consumer. See you next time. Bye.